This is the future.
There was one video in the past I made that was criticized by one good chat. It was an operator video and I did introduce a combo that made operators super overpowered. However, this chat say that I shouldn't say that operators are overpowered, and the only time I should say that is when they are either reaching 1,000,000 damage or killing acolytes using their amps. Well, I think that this is the day that I should truly call operator overpowered, despite the fact that they are so OP because they just don't die. The Echoes of Zariman added a few more things that makes these space devils super powerful in terms of dealing damage. Well, it didn't started in the Echoes of Zariman. As we all know, the focus rework, which was back in the Angels of Zariman update, drastically changes the way we play our operators. Not just the way we play it, but Digital Extremes has given new powers to our operators that made them not just a tool in specific functions like idle and hunting, but also can play a vital role in star chart missions. The very start was the Unaru focus having the ability to strip both shield and armor that allows me to kill acolytes with my operator amps. And then, adding a couple of arcanes makes it a lot faster. Now, with the Echoes of Zariman, it's even faster, but, mind you, we are not just talking about acolytes here. We are talking about operator being at its best, taking out high-level enemies' bosses' shields, dealing 16 million damage against those enemies susceptible to void damage, and also being super handy in normal to steel path, or even level cap levels. At one point, I have dealt about 16 million damage as my operator against a ghost form Thrax unit. The highest I can deal with these steel path units before the Echoes of Zariman was just about 900k to 1 million damage. I was surprised that it ended with 16 million damage. Not only that, but it only takes a few shots to break the shields of Eidolon right now, and mind you, these terrorist is steel path levels. It mixes well with Volt's shields, allowing you to two-shot, or even one-shot the shields of the Eidolons. Not just the Eidolons, but also that goddamn flying sentient burb. Steel path Thropololists is a big challenge for players, especially in the shielded phase, but right now, you can easily cook this sentient burb with the right amp and arcanes. Dealing with the acolytes is so easier with my Atom Bomb baby amp, paired with the Unaru focus to remove their armor and shield. The composition of the amp is Clamora, Proper, and Certus. I like the rapid fire of Clamora in dealing with steel path star chart enemies, since it's easier to damage them, compared to the other composition which will task you to aim, or wait a few minutes to explode. Now, let's talk about the arcanes. One big reason for the high damage is the Eternal Eradicate arcane that gives out 60% damage to amp after casting an ability. This pairs well with the new arcane from the Echoes of the Zariman, called Eternal Onslaught, that gives 180% critical chance to amps for 8 seconds after depleting your energy. So basically, you would need to case your operator abilities a few times while using the Unaru focus to deplete your energy and gain that critical chance bonus. While it's not really necessary to kill acolytes or steel path enemies with operator, but still, this shows you that the operators are capable of killing them with amps. The biggest upside though to these new arcanes and focus rework is that operators are super busted right now in destroying shield phases of big bosses like Eidolons, Ropololist, or even the Orb Mothers in Orb Valis. The combination of my Ballas Got No Balls amp, that is composed of the Proper Scaffold, Raplik Prism, and Certus Brace, coupled with these two arcanes allow you to one-shot the shields of Steel Path Eidolons using the secondary fire. These arcanes, especially the Eternal Onslaught, are best suited with the Madurai focus in terms of big boss hunting. The activation part of the Eternal Onslaught arcane is somehow synergetic to the Void Strike skill of Madurai focus. Once you deplete all your energy, you gain not just the bonus of Void Strike, but also the bonus of the Eternal Onslaught arcane, and within that process, you also proc Eternal Eradicate's damage buff as you are casting an ability. Not to mention that you also get an increase on critical damage once you get out of your Warframe with Madurai's power transfer. So basically, after you go out as an operator, you receive 20 seconds critical damage buff from the Madurai focus, which is enough to pair with the other bonuses since you only need to cast Void Strike once to get all buffs mentioned. It's the ultimate shield breaking method right now, but it's just sad that Void Strike has a 40 seconds cooldown. It would be better if it has at least 20 to 25 seconds cooldown, to make it reusable in fights while solo, but that would be impossible since Digital Extremes think that is too overpowered for a power fantasy rich game. With its limitation, still, this is one way of breaking anything that needs dealing with the operator, and you'll be glad to have these type of power once Duviri Paradox comes out. Let me know in the comments section below what are your thoughts about this video. Thank you so much for watching. Squad Leader signing off.